Data management, and this is visualizing data. The meaning by visualizing data, how to put the data in a figure of graphs. And this is very important for us to learn because the graphs always is in a blink of an eye. You can know exactly what you have to the behavior of the characters of the numbers or whatever you are studying. So it's like here as example. So this one can make a summary for here for the points which I'm talking about just here right now. So like just to show it, we can show it in a figures, a lot of figures like graphs, like pies, like a pie, like a bar charts, like a line. There are many ways to visualize the data in figure of graph. Graph always give you an impression about the character and the behavior of the numbers. Is it increasing or decreasing? How the distribution looks like, especially in the probability distribution when we come to the probability distribution. I will go one by one right now, and I will go for this example, and we will do it together here right now. We will do it together right now. So this example is about, let's go for it now. And we say a standard die is rolled 50 times, producing the following outcomes. 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. So this is 50 times. Each one of them, let's say here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 times 5, this is 50 times. We throw it 10 times. So as example, the dice, you know the dice, guys. You know the dice, how it looks like. This is the dice. I will show you how it looks like, the dice. Dice looks like this here. Let me graph it here. The dice looks like this as example. But let's go here and do it here. And then like this, like this, like this. Here it is. And here as example, we have, this is 3. Here, there is 4. Here, there is 5. And so on. So we have 6 faces, each face number like 1. So the span of it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is how it looks like, or the span of the dice, how it looks like. So we have 6 faces, a face including 1, the other face including 2, the other face including 3, the other face including 4, 5, and 6. Those are the 6 faces which we have here in the in our own dice. So let's say that this dice now is thrown for 6 times, for 50 times, and we had already got the results, or the results of these, like in this distribution. So looking for the number 1 as example now, I will just do a table and show that here it is. I will use the spreadsheet to do this table, and I will see the score and the frequency. I will write here the score, SCORE, and the frequency here, the frequency, FREQUENCY, the score and the frequency. And I will enlarge it also so that you guys can see the numbers. Now I have 6 scores, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I will see how many times the 1 shown up. I will check out now how many times 1 is shown up. Here it is, sorry about that. Here, I will see how many times 6 was shown up. Here we go. Here we go. 1. In the first line, there is only 1 here, 1. Then 2. 2 times 1 appear. 3 times 1 appear. 4 times 1 appear. 5 times 1 appear. Then here, 6 times 1 appear. Then here, 7 times 1 appear. So 1 appeared in this distribution 7 times. Again, 1. And here is 2. This is 3rd time. This is 4th time for 1 to show up. This is 5th time. This is 6th time. This is a 7th time. So 1 is shown up 7 times here, and that means that I will write here now, 1 is shown up 7 times. The frequency of 1 is 7 times. Let me enlarge this so you guys can see it properly, because it looks like very small, which we need to enlarge it so for the students to see it. Here we go. So score 1 had been shown up, the frequency of score 1 had been shown up for 7 times. We'll move right now into score 2. Score 2. Let's see it count now. How many times 2 is shown up here? This is the first time. Second time. This is the third time for 2. This is the 4th time. This is the 5th time. We're looking for 2. This is the 6th time. 7th, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's say again, we'll count it again. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 2 is shown up for, the score of 2 is shown up for 1, 3 times. Score is shown up for 2. It occurred in this throwing a dice for 50 times. 2 had been shown up for 13 times. We'll go now to the number 3. Number 3. How many times 3 is shown up in this distribution? That's what we'll look for now. 3 is look for how many times has been shown up. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Here, nothing, no 3. So we have here 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing here. 9. We have 9 times. Again, I will see. Again, I will see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, nothing. 6, 7, 8. Nothing here. And here 9. So 3 is shown up 9 times in this distribution. So I will write 9 here. I will type right here. The reason I'm doing just now is to show you how I can represent the data in visualizing, or how to be visualized. How to be visualized. Now I will move into the score 4. I'll check out how many times score 4 had been shown up in this distribution. Now this is the first 4 here. Here, the first 4. Then second 4 is here. Then let's go again for the third line. There is no 4s in the third line. So twice, this is 3, this is 4 times, this is 5 times, this is 4 is shown up for 6 times, then this is 7 times, then this is 8 times. Again, I will check out and see. 4, this is 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Again, I will check it. This is the first one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So 4 is shown up for 8 times here. Is shown up for 8 times here. Now I will go for 5. I check out how many times I have 5 here in this distribution. How many times 5 have appeared here in this distribution. I will see the following. In this line, there is no 5. Absolutely, there is no 5 here. This is clear. On second, this is here, all 3 and 2, no 5. This is here, we have 2 5s. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 has shown up 9 times in this distribution. 5 has shown up 9 times in this distribution. Again, I will see. Here we go. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 is shown up 9 times in this distribution, which will make me write the 9 here, type the 9 in here. Probably we'll see now 6. How many times 6 is shown up in this distribution? So here now, this line, there is no 6. This row, there is no 6. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. 6 is shown up 4 times. I will do it again in front of you to let you see it and see it again. There is no 6 here. There is 1 6. There is 2 6. There is 3 6 here. There is no 6 here. And there is only 1 6 here. So we have here 6 4 times is shown up. 4 times. So here I will write 6 here. I will write 6 here. If I want to get the sum, let me see now the sum of the sum, yeah. I will get the sum of them from here to here, this area, and check out and see. Six, 4, we wrote 6, 4, not 6. Sorry, that I typed it by mistake. It's 4 times 6, 6 had appeared 4 times. Here it is. When I see 6, I see this is the first 6, second 6, 3, and the 4 times here. They are 4 times. That's right. So when I do the sum of them, like this, I will do it again in front of you guys so you can see it. You can see what I'm doing. If I just want to go, I will go to the fx here and press on sum. Then take this line straight ahead. Then say, okay, it will give me 50. Because we said that we throw the dice 50 times. Like we said before, we did 50 times to throw the dice. So here, the dice, let's say here, 50 times when we sum up all these, they are 50 in the distribution. Now it will come to me now. I know that this is the 50. And just to make sure in front of you that the number of the frequency should be the number of the trials. Number of the frequency should be the number of the trials. And this is 50, like we said. Now, if I want to represent this, like we are saying, we're talking about visualizing data. Visualizing data means that I will put this data in a figure like graph, like a line, like whatever, or like a pie. So here I will work on it. Probably I will go now into my data here and show you how to do it. Now, to present this data, first of all, if I'm using spreadsheet, I will highlight the area by which I'm working, highlighting the area by which I'm working. Then I will go to the insert. Then you will find columns. As example, if I want to do it in a figure of columns, that's fine. I can do it in a figure of columns. I have a lot of figures to do it. So here now, 1, probably before the 8th and 7th. 2, we have 2 like in the 30th, and so on. I will just also check for another one, which is more comfortable to your eyes, because this is not very well and not that, I don't think it's okay. Insert here, and I would just do it like here in a figure of column, in a figure of column. Here is very clear now. 1/7, which is between 6 and 8. 1/7 is between 6 and 8. So if I want to graph it on the scales, I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and I will put these numbers from the smallest number, which is 0, until the largest number here is the maximum is 14, because here is 13. So I will leave also 1 to be 14. Then I will do it on the scale paper, and I will just graph it like this way. So I'll go for 1 and go for 7, 1 for 7, 1 for 7. And the frequency of score 2, the frequency is 13. Score 2, the frequency is 13, between 12 and 14. Score 3 is 9, which is between 8 and 10, in the middle between 8 and 10. Score 4 is 8. Score 4 is 8. Score 5 is 9, in between 8 and 10. Score 6 is 4. Score 6 is 4 times. 6 is 4 times. So 6 is 4 times, which is here. 6, okay, is 4 times. So this also show one thing, guys. The blue is the score, and the one in this red color is the frequency. So it show also those two together. Or you can see from 1, here 7, and so on. You can go like this. Also 6, the red one, this color, this one is for the frequency, and the blue is for the score. And this is another figure how to do it. Of course, you have many options to do another figures if you wish. Like as example, if you are not satisfied with the bar columns or the histogram, we call this histogram. We call this histogram. The reason we call it histogram because it looks like the histo in Latin it means like the stairwell. So histo, it looks like the stairwell. And like I said in the start itself, visualizing means that I get the data which I want in a figure of graph, which summarize to write pages. If I would say, if I will describe this, I will describe it in pages. Like as example, if I get a score 1, I will get the frequency 7 times that show score 1. 13 times score 2 will be shown up. 9 times score 3. So look at this. I wrote, if I will write it, it will be about 20 or 25 lines. But one graph in a blank of an eye show you everything. It show you also when we compare the numbers with each other. So what is the highest frequency here? The highest frequency is the number 2 because it's 13. If I'm just looking on the data, on the crude data, I won't be able to observe this, particularly if the series of the data is long. But here in the graph, I would see with a blink of an eye that the score 2 is the highest score in all of them. This tell me that why we always do the graphs. Why we always do the graphs? We always do the graph to represent the data in a simple way. This is a part. This is the part. So this is the histogram and how to do it. Also, you can do it in lines. If I say, as example, let me go now and Control and Z. If I want to draw this the same in line or other type of graphs, let us take it the lines like this. Here we go. These are the scores in blue. The scores in blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the frequency is shown up here in this line. The frequency. So for 1, the frequency is 7. And for 2, the frequency is 13. And for 3, the frequency is 9, which is this point, 9. And for 4, the frequency is 8. And for 5, the frequency is 9. Here is 9, this point. Between 8 and between 10. Here it is, this point. And finally, for 6, the score is 4. The score is 4. So this also to put the graph or put it in a figure of line. And you also the same thing you can do if you will do it not on spreadsheet, if you will do it manually on a scale. So you can do it the same thing. You will put on the horizontal or the X horizontal line, you will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this 7 is just to increase it, but it's 6 the maximum, or maximum, because the dice is having 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can put them the space here. Your sample space here is from 1 to 6. And the frequency, you will put it on the Y axis. So you'll put in the frequency on the Y-axis, which goes from the maximum number here is 13. So we add one more number, which is 14. Then you will go ahead like this. X, this is X, and these numbers for Y. So these numbers should be for X, and these numbers should be for Y. As example, any point, 1 and 7. So you will go 1 to the right and go up 7. Here it is. And you will draw the point. Then 2 and 13. 2 is here. And you will go up till 13. That's what I'm saying. If you are do it manually, not using a spreadsheet. Then 3 The frequency of 3 is 9. You will go for 3 and you will go for 9, between 8 and 10. Then 4 and 8. For 4, you will go for the 4.84 and go 8. 8 is here, exactly on the line here. Then 5, like you see here, 5 and 9. 5 is here. And you will go up in between 8 and 10. Then 6 finally on 4. So here 6 and 4. 4 is here touching that line exactly. This is 4. So here you can graph it. Then once you are done for these points with the ruler or with the scale, just connect these points, not with your hand, not use it, just use the ruler or the scale or anything like, use, then connect these lines together, these points, connect these points together. It will give you this figure. And that's also show one of the ways to visualize the data, to show the points which we want to discuss, or the points, and show also the peak of these points, which in the when we throw it, the chance to get, or the frequency to get number 2, which is 13. So it's the peak of the line here is 13. Thank you.